Hi guys, this is Mike and this will be mini review number 14 in my series of mini reviews of Western guitars with mahogany tops, or like in this case, even mahogany bodies, right? And after I'm done with all the mini reviews of the guitars that you should see in the bottom now here somewhere, right? I'm going to make a couple of comparison videos depending on the body sizes and the brands of these guitars. And the last video in this series will be a huge shootout between all the guitars that you saw in the bottom, you know, with a lot of sound comparison samples, with my final opinion, my final verdict on these guitars after almost 2 months of use. And also I will try to rank them from worst to best, right? So if you are interested in these types of guitars, and I guess you are because you are watching this video after all, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Okay, but now let's talk about this little beauty here. This is of course the Martin 0015M. This is of course a guitar that was made in the United States. It has a solid mahogany top, solid mahogany bottom and side, so the whole body is basically solid mahogany, right? The neck is selected hardwood, basically, according to the website. So what that means is they don't tell you what wood they used. They, I guess, just used what was available at the time, right? But the fretboard is another high quality tone wood. It's rosewood, right? Right. So we do have 20 frets, we have a bone nut, and we do have a premium gig back, which I won't show you now because it's your standard but premium gig back, right? What we don't have on this guitar is a preamp, a microphone, or a tuner installed, right? Okay, listen up. Build quality and factory setup and playability on this guitar is amazing, right? I kid you not. I will tell you 100% if there was anything here that would, you know, I could criticize basically. Even the neck seems to be made out of one piece of wood. I can see no, you know, on the neck joint. Usually on lower budgeted guitars, we do have a pretty distinct joint here. So you can see that they glued two pieces together here. And then there is another one here usually, right? This neck looks like it's one piece, right? I could be wrong. Leave a comment in the comment section. But I mean, it just looks superb. And the whole guitar, you know, just screams quality. And to be completely honest, and I know you can't test this now, you just have to trust me, it smells beautifully as well, right? And I am sure that they are using some kind of fragrance, some kind of perfume in the factory. Maybe they just put a couple of droplets into the gig bag or something, but I think they do that. And, you know, I have a Gibson Les Paul that was made in the United States. It's actually my most expensive instrument that I own, and I bought it brand new, and that guitar also has a very nice, very sweet smell, right? So I'm sure they do something. That's just marketing and psychology, right? They want you to have this experience when you unbox a guitar and suddenly it smells awesome. And I have to admit, it works. On me, it works. I'm totally like, wow, this smells expensive, right? Yeah, but it is what it is. And of course, the most important part is how it sounds actually. And you know what? Let me actually mic this guitar up properly and let's take a listen. Here we go. Okay guys, so that was basically a small sound demo of this instrument. I really like to play it. Feels really nice, feels very natural to me. You know, I come from electric guitars, and maybe that's why this body size feels really nice and very natural to me, yeah. Of course, the question is how it compares to other guitars in this body size, right? And also to its bigger Breverines, right, from Martin itself. So that will be very interesting to see the comparison videos with that, right? So if you are interested in that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. But yeah, guys, that was basically it. And I hope you liked this video. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye. With 2 eyes.